Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Season 3, Episode 5 of the Classic Wrestling Series. So, my original idea was not to go back to WWE, but then the whole Punk situation happened, and I was going to record Money in the Bank 2014, one of his best pay-per-views. At the end of this video, please see episode 127 of the Classic Wrestling Series, which will be right here, the top one. So, let's not waste any more time. Let's talk about this. Yeah. I wasn't a fan of Punk. I haven't been a fan of Punk for a while. I loved him when he was in WWE. Then when he left, it was like, fine, okay, cool. He's going to go and do his own thing. Oh, he's such a UFC. Okay, cool, that's fine. When he came back, it was a big deal because he hadn't been in a professional wrestling ring in over 7 years. And then everything that happens in AEW happens. And then he goes back to WWE and says he's home. It's like, well, you're here to make money, dude. Like, let's not beat around the bush. You want money. You want to be relevant, so you are going back to WWE. That's cool and all, but you know, if you're going for a title, you can fuck right off. You do not deserve to be put in the main title picture yet. I have said that I will not watch WWE until he loses the belt or drops it. I give him 9 months. At least. I give him 9 months. That's not even a joke. That's not even a hyperbole. I give him 9 months at best. Before some sort of controversy happens and they just boot him. I don't like saying it, but yeah, it's got to be fucking said. So anyway, like I said, 127 of the Classic Wrestling Series. We'll give you that one, guys. That will be the video here. So, what is going to be our review today? Well, I'm going back to the original idea, and I'm going to go back and watch a WCW pay-per-view, because I love torturing myself. And, yeah, it's time to watch Spring Stampede of 1998. Oh boy, this one's going to be fun. So, let's not waste any more time. Let's get to our first contest. So we just had our opening contest of Saturn versus fucking Goldberg. Like, I forgot Goldberg was in the opening contest of matches in WCW. Completely forgot. And okay, as opening contests go for WCW, this one was bad. It wasn't due to any... I think it was just due to miscommunication from Saturn and Goldberg's part. Goldberg's still relatively new, even though he's on the win streak of 74 and 0 as we start the match itself. But that's only been on Nitros, that's been on the Saturday show, that's been all over. Pay-per-view wise, he's rarely had those couple of matches, to be fair. So the inexperience of Goldberg does show quite a bit here, nicely. There is some communication, there is a little bit of sloppiness to a point. However, Saturn's, Saturn can put a good match out of anyone. And bar the inexperience of Goldberg, this was a good matchup. It was very entertaining. Fucking power slam from the middle rope from Goldberg onto Saturn. That was nice. So Saturn gets the rings of Saturn in. And he's got them in. Goldberg just picks him up, puts him on his shoulders, and then just shuffles him into a fucking jackhammer. Fuck! That was nice. I am not gonna lie. I thought that was really fucking nice. And 1, 2, 3, Goldberg gets the win at Spring Stampede and extends its lead to 75-0. So this would carry on, obviously, for the longest time, and all that shit. So, now, we have Chavito Guerrero Jr. with Eduardo Guerrero taking on whoever he's taking on. So, let's get to this one. So we just had Chavito Guerrero Jr. taking on the Ultimo Dragon. This was a fun matchup, very entertaining. Cruiserweights always killed it in WCW. This was really good. We've got the story between Eddie and Chavo, basically being like, if Chavo wins, Eddie will leave him alone. If not, Eddie's going to be twice as difficult on him as normal. And again, this was a really fun matchup. Eddie tried to get him motivated, but Ultimo Dragon wins with the Dragon Sleeper. So moving forward, that's going to be interesting development. Now, normally, okay, so we're going to take a quick sidebar from the CWS to talk about something important. Normally, I don't like deleting videos from my channel because I like to see the growth, the internal growth of the channel in general, and I think that's something that's important to me. However, I actually had a friend of mine message me about an old video of mine. And I just went back and watched it. And I am not really a fan of it being on the channel. So, in this rare occasion, I have deleted the video. It wasn't really... It was a stupid video from back in the day. I think it was like 7 years ago or something stupid like that. But it's in very, very bad taste. In my eyes, it was done in disgusting taste, honestly. And I've decided to delete it. It's one of them things, people. So if you see something happening and something changing, that's I will give a reason behind it. Just some of the stuff that was talked about in the video, not a fan of. Really not a fucking fan of. It was in poor taste and does not affect, does not make me who I am today. So I have deleted that nicely. So, apologies about the sidebar. We'll get back to the CWS. And yes, this match was entertaining. This was a really fun matchup. It was, again, Cruiserweights killed it in WCW. When the main event scene was such a shit show, Cruiserweights were always there to build up the match, and it was awesome. So, let's get to our next matchup. I wonder what's going to happen next. Anyway. So, we just had Chris Benoit versus Booker T for the WCW World Television title. For fuck's sake. This was great. This was really fucking fun between these two. These two always put on a damn good matchup. So, when you get Booker T and Benoit in the ring, especially for the TV belt, after the past 2 times they've been in, they've gone for the belt, Benoit's gone for the belt, it's been a time limit draw. This was really good. Now, granted, the match lasted about 14 minutes from bell to bell. So not that long of a match itself, but kind of plays into the storyline a little bit as well. And this would be just before, I think it would be around May, June, that the Best of 7 series would happen between Booker T and Benoit in WCW, which is damn good. I really need to do a series on that, to be honest with you. That's going to be fun as fuck. So yeah, this was great. Booker T wins with the axe kick on to Benoit, but Benoit did get the crossface in. 1, 2... then grabbed the rope after the referee went down from the axe kick again, from the first time. So it kind of looks like Booker was tapping to a point, but probably just moving his arm and his hand to get the rope. So you can play the argument upon that one to a degree. But again, this match, it was really fucking good. Whenever these two get involved in a match, it is pure gold, I think, personally. Especially around this time as well, when Benoit's just awesome and Booker T's awesome too. So, let's get to our next matchup. Because, oh boy, this one's going to be fun. So, we just had Curt Hennig with Rick Rude taking on the British Bulldog with Jim the Anvil Neidhart. My God, this match sucked. This was bad. It wasn't bad in the sense of this was all. It's NWO bollocks more than anything else. Vincent gets involved dressed as a cop. So the whole thing is Rick Rude and Anvil are handcuffed together, so then there's no interference from Rude. That's fine. Then Vincent comes out dressed as a police officer, manages to hand a key to Rude. Anvil gets handcuffed to the turnbuckle, and then the bullshit starts. And then literally, Hennig just grabs Bulldog, throws him into the top turnbuckle, hits him, and then 1, 2, 3, which is a bad finish to begin with. And then just NWO bollocks, just beat down. They walk away. Yay, we are the good guy. No, you're not. No, you're not. You dicks. So this was bad. Not gonna lie. Like straight up, this was god awful. Hopefully our next match won't leave such a sour taste in my mouth. So we just had our next contest, which was Chris Jericho, versus Prince Iaukea for the WCW Cruiserweight title. This was good. Thank God after the last match I needed something to cleanse the palate. And thank fuck this match happened. It's Jericho versus Iaukea. It's the feud, this is the story going forward of Jericho beating Malenko a couple of times to then end up having Malenko turn around and say he's going home to spend time with his family. His father just passed. So have people who went through the Dean's dad's school, have them go up against Jericho a little bit, and that's what happened with Prince Iaukea. Really good storytelling. And yeah, this match was really fucking good. Jericho is fucking just brilliant in WCW. He's awesome. So moving forward as well, this would then culminate at Slamboree, where Malenko would return to face Jericho for the Cruiserweight belt. Cruiserweight belt happened. It would be a win for Malenko, but then Jericho would find a way to get the belt back. So that's another story for another day. But now we've got we've got Buff Bagwell and Scott Steiner in the ring with Mean Gene and JJ Dillon coming down to talk to them. Yay, let's find out what's going on here. So Buff and Scott basically tried to pull the wool over JJ Dillon's and Mean Gene's eyes, basically saying that Buff Bagwell has an injury. Luckily, they have a doctor right by ringside because of the storyline going into the main event. So with that being said, it's fine. It's completely fine. The match goes ahead. It's Scott and Buff Bagwell taking on Lex Luger, Generic Biddle, and Rick Steiner. So this is the feud, obviously, between Rick and Scott Steiner, which will not even culminate at Halloween Havoc, to be honest. So this was fine. It was a good matchup between four men. I mean, seeing Luger get the hot tag is a bit weird as always, but bar that, it was a fun matchup. Good guys win after the torture rack, so all good. And we've got we've now got Mean Gene talking about the WCW hotline, because apparently that's what he did. So we'll get to our next matchup, and hopefully it'll be another good one. Let's find out. So we just had a special unadvertised match of Psychosis versus La Parka. This was actually quite good. Not gonna lie, very entertaining, really fun. It's two of WCW's best luchadors. Really fun matchup. The crowd couldn't give a shit. And it really sucks because Psychosis gets the win after the one, with the 1, 2, 3 pinfall. But fans just did not like this match. It was unadvertised. They want to get to the NWO shit, which is fucking stupid in my opinion. But shit happens. But again, this match, it was fun. It was very entertaining. It was well done as well, I thought, to be honest with you. So, next up is a baseball bat on a pole match. Vince Russo, when the fuck did you get here? It's Roddy Piper and Big Show, Paul White, taking on Kevin Nash, I nearly said Kevin Hart then for a minute, I had to think then. Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan. So, let's get to this matchup, because I really want to hear the fucking NWO theme again. So, we just had the first ever bat match, and oh my god! This was shit! This was shit! I did not like this match. This match was crap. It was absolutely crap. You have Hogan, you have Nash, you have the Giant, you have Piper, you have Hogan and Nash being cheered, you have Piper and Giant being booed. This is absolutely fucking stupid. This match, so the bat is on a pole, and it's just a bat match. It's a normal tag match. Why don't you just have a normal tag match instead? Why did it have to be a baseball bat on a pole match? Why? Makes no sense. It is absolutely stupid. It is moronic, idiotic. And then, on top of all that, Piper grabs the bat. Fucking Hogan throws it away. Ed Leslie comes down with another bat to then use the... Yeah, it's WCW bollocks at its highest. Or one of its highest moments. It is stupid. Makes no sense. Hogan and Nash win, and then Hogan turns on Nash, hits Nash with the bat after, threatening to powerbomb the Giant, and this is just a shitty mess. It is shit. This match is crap. Thank fuck we've got DDP versus Raven in our semi-main event. Thank fuck, because if not, I would have been pissed off. So yeah, let's get to DDP versus Raven, and I believe it's for the US title, so let's get to it. So we just had Raven versus DDP for the US belt, and in a Raven's Rules match. This was fun. It explains why this match is no rules, i.e. no disqualification. It's a Raven's Rules match. Yes, we do have a no DQ match in the main event, but it's not really going to be as hardcore-ish as gay as this match was. This was fun. Flock gets involved immediately. It's Raven's Rules. That is good. It explains why Raven's Flock are getting involved. Raven gets the even flow. 1, 2, 3 is your new US champion in, honestly, one of my favourite matches of the night. I'm not going to lie. This was a fun matchup, entertaining as all hell, and just all round fucking brilliant. So, our main event is the Macho Man Randy Savage taking on Sting for the WCW Heavyweight Championship. Let's get to this one. So, we just had our main event of Macho Man Randy Savage taking on the Stinger. This was... It was fun. I did not expect this match to actually end in the way it did. So they did have a little bit of a brawl. It is a no disqualification match, so that made sense. Over. Then, referee goes down due to a Sting backing up in the corner. Liz tried to get involved with a steel chair. Then she gets Skinner splashed in the corner. Then Hogan gets involved. Then Nash gets involved. Powerbombs Sting. So then Macho Man Randy Savage can win the belt 1, 2, 3. This was a no disqualification match, so it didn't fucking matter. Didn't matter if the ref went down. It was no DQ. Didn't fucking need it. This is a shitty way to put the belt off of Sting. And I don't even think Macho Man held it for 24 hours before fucking Hogan challenged Macho Man for the belt the next night on Nitro after this pay-per-view and won the fucking belt again. Makes no fucking sense. But again, it's Hogan. Hogan wins low in WCW, and we can't have a nice Macho Man reign that lasts longer than a day and Hogan doesn't win a belt. Because every single time Macho Man has held a belt, Hogan has fucking won it back. Fuck you, Hogan. Hate Hogan in this era. But that was Spring Stampede 1998. What did I think of the show in general? It was a good show. Very entertaining. Worst match of the night? Definitely Kurt Hennig versus British Bulldog. That was crap. Sorry, that was absolutely shit. Then it would have to be the bat on a pole match, or the baseball bat match, or whatever the fuck they called it. Best match? Oh, best match. Probably Benoit Booker. Benoit Booker or DDP Raven. I think those two definitely were the best matches of the night. cruiserweight match with Prince Iaukea, and Jericho was really good as well. But again, this was a fun show. So that was Spring Stampede 1998 done and dusted. Next week we are going to go back to WWE. And I think we may do a Punk pay-per-view. Yay. Actually, I need to double check, but I think we're going to do a SummerSlam. I think I know which one I want to do. But with that being said, chat, I will see you in the next episode of the CWS, and I will see you over on Twitch on Friday, where it's either going to be Arkham Asylum or something else. But with that being said, TTFN, ta-ta, for now.